Journey into the shadows with me as we talk about the disappearance of the Roanoke colony. This is a tale that dates back to the year 1585, when Sir Walter Raleigh established the Roanoke colony on the eastern coast of present-day North Carolina. A group of settlers full of hope and determination embarked on this daring venture, facing untold hardships and challenges. The colony's lifeblood was its people, but they were grappling with a harsh environment and scarce resources. As their situation grew dire, Governor John White made the difficult decision to sail back to England for supplies. It was a voyage that was supposed to bring relief to the struggling colonists, a beacon of hope in their time of need. As the sails of White's ship disappeared over the horizon, the settlers waved their farewells, their hearts heavy yet hopeful. Little did they know, it was the last time they would see their governor. Can you imagine the uncertainty and fear that must have lingered in the air? 3 years later, John White returned, expecting to be greeted by his colony. The anticipation hung heavy in the air as the familiar shores of Roanoke Island came into view. But what greeted him was an eerie silence. The thriving settlement he left was now an empty shell, the land barren. The bustling colony had vanished, leaving no trace of its people. Imagine the chilling realization as White found no sign of a struggle, no evidence of a conflict, just a deafening silence. The only clues left behind were cryptic carvings, the word Croatoan etched deeply into a wooden post, and CRO carved into the bark of a tree. These enigmatic carvings were the sole remnants of the lost colony. They were the only voice left to tell a story that had seemingly been swallowed by the earth. But what could Croatoan mean? And where had all the people gone? Over the years, many theories have been proposed to explain the disappearance of the Roanoke colonists. One of the most common suggests that the settlers fell victim to the Native Americans. Perhaps they were seen as intruders and conflict led to their demise. Another theory proposes a more peaceful interaction. Some believe the colonists may have integrated with the local Native American tribes. This could explain the lack of a struggle, as they simply assimilated into the existing culture, leaving their past behind. Alternatively, some theorists suggest the colonists tried to return to England. Faced with difficulties, they may have decided to sail back, but tragically got lost at sea. The vast and unpredictable Atlantic could have swallowed them without a trace. Each of these theories has its own merits and drawbacks, but none have been able to provide definitive answers. However, none of these theories have been able to conclusively solve the mystery of Roanoke. The mystery of the lost colony of Roanoke continues to captivate historians and archaeologists. This enduring riddle has spurred countless investigations, with each new effort promising to potentially shine light on the fate of the Roanoke colonists. Many of these investigations involve meticulous archaeological excavations, as researchers painstakingly sift through centuries-old soil in search of artifacts and remnants that might provide a clue. Among these investigations, many are also turning to modern technology, with DNA testing becoming an increasingly popular tool. By analyzing the genetic material of local populations, some believe we may be able to trace back to the Roanoke colonists, potentially discovering their descendants and, with them, the story of what happened to the colony. Each new discovery, each new piece of evidence only seems to add more layers to this fascinating historical puzzle. But until definitive evidence is found, the fate of the Roanoke colonists remains one of history's most compelling unsolved mysteries. What do you think happened?